Welcome to the Sweet Buddies podcast. Life is better in the sweet. And now here are your hosts, Mike Albanese, Alex Pavone, and Chris Scopo.
No, I want to be a little hotter, get a little tan before this summer's over.
But you did get a tan when you were that close to the sun earlier?
What's up?
Did you, when you jumped out of the airplane, did you lay back a little bit? Be like, I could catch a little rays. You were much closer to the sun. You get tanner that way. Oh, now you got attitude.
It's just attitude. It's just
Guy shows up and it's like 2 words. Now you got attitude.
waiting for the joke.
How do we
to
keep that
happen.
from happening? Or not happening, sorry.
What do you think, guys? How do you feel? You want to do a podcast?
77 degrees in Astoria.
Ooh, right now?
Yep.
That's it's better than it's been. For Christ's sake, it's been hot out. This has been a hot. It's always a hot summer, but I feel like this summer's been insane. It's just muggy.
It's been disgusting. I don't know. I feel like the last couple summers have all been shitty, but I don't know. I can't really remember. But it's been bad.
I wore a shirt that I don't like I don't care about last night out to a show.
Sorry.
You were so happy about that.
I was.
Your ball almost popped.
I missed it. What happened? You say?
Yesterday
I
to
said
go
I
to a
hate all the
show,
shirts.
I wore a shirt that
There
I
was
didn't like, and I brought a good shirt with me. And then when I got to the show, I went to the bathroom, changed shirts, threw that one out. Then I had a fresh shirt on. I was drenched by the time I got to
Why
the
didn't
show.
you just put it in your backpack?
I didn't bring a backpack because that would make me sweat more. Because then I have to put my backpack on, and then it's just gonna be hotter, more shit to carry around.
Do you ever think about moving to like Iceland, where it's just mediocre all year, like the weather-wise? It's
No.
like
Contrary to popular belief, Greenland is actually colder than Iceland. That's the
but
that's
it's
the
still
rub. of
yeah, but
those
you can
two
live
names.
in Iceland. You can't live in Greenland, really.
You can live in Greenland.
Yeah, but it's still colder, and they do. You can live in Greenland,
I don't think you can, man.
buddy.
Like,
There's Greenville, there's Greenberg, there's Blueberg.
He's
That's my
obviously
favorite.
he's obviously researched this.
That's
yeah,
my
he's
favorite.
thought about getting away, trust me.
Buddy, first of all, ask me that question again. Have you ever thought about leaving? Yes, 100,000 times.
Iceland is but when you live in like Scandinavia, my buddy lived in Sweden. It's like 20 hours of darkness in the winter.
Oh my God,
That's
that'd be
depressing.
great.
That's depressing.
So
In the winter,
I'm
it's
sorry,
like 21 hours.
This is a
of
lot. This is an
darkness.
easy one. So it's mostly the inside of Scopo's head?
Yeah.
I had to take it. I had a shot. I had to take it, pal.
So Iceland.
Yeah, it's just been so hot lately that I had to. I'm
Sucks.
losing shirts left and right because I'm throwing them out. It's not the first time I've done it this summer.
Thank God.
I made the decision that I'm just going to take old shirts that I don't wear anymore because I hoard shit nonstop. I don't know if you could tell, but I got a lot of stuff, and so I've been purging my shirts this season by throwing them out when I get to where I'm going. I also not that you're shocked by this one, but I use it as a I'll wipe myself down a little bit. This is disgusting. But I'll take the shirt off, and then I'll rub the sweat off, dry up, and then throw it out. Now I got a fresh shirt.
You've had a shirt in the bathroom for, honest to God, the whole summer.
Well,
it's been at least 6 weeks.
You're wrong, and I'll tell you why. Because
Wait, do you mean
it's
shirt? But you mean bicycle?
No,
It's
no.
been
no.
over.
okay,
It's been over a
okay.
year. Because that shirt was in the tub before.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, it's in the fucking, what do you call that thing? Dresser?
Yeah.
How fast after the shower do you start sweating?
But I sweat in the shower.
No, seriously. Like, how fast after the shower do you get?
Honestly, honest to
get
God,
sweat
though,
going.
sometimes I'm sweating. If that fan's not on and it's really hot, I won't get out of the bathroom
Yeah,
when
but
I start to sweat.
you go longer after the you don't I get out of the shower and literally just walk into my room. You stay in there for a minute, so I can see why you get sweat.
But it
going.
doesn't take that long.
Like, we go right into it. Right after the shower, go right into the room.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying because you stay in there for like a minute or two after the shower.
Yeah.
You
Stay
put your
in there for a
underwear
little
on.
bit. You listen to sports.
I listen to Janet
sports
Jackson.
jams.
Yeah,
Jock
you
jams.
got
Jay
shit
stays in
going
there,
on.
whispers to himself, and then
Do
takes
you
a couple phone
do you ever
calls.
find out what Jay does in the bathroom?
No,
He takes calls. I know he listens to podcasts.
not this one.
No, of course not.
To answer your question, though, it depends. I have a really weird relationship with sweating because I'll go to the gym and halfway through, there'll be no sweat showing. Even if I'm like, my heart's through the fucking roof and I'm working out, I can't. Sweats.
You can't break
Hold on.
You can't break a sweat at the water fountain. bud.
But when you mean gym, do you mean Crave? Is that what it really comes
What
out?
do you mean the
Buddy,
gym?
I'm pretty sure I go to the same gym as I've never once seen you there.
Well, because you go at fucking 4 o'clock in the
No,
afternoon.
I go about 12:30 every day. And
I
you're
go. I'm
you're
out
never-
of there by 9 o'clock in the
you're
morning.
no
I go
shot.
between 7
When
and
did you
8
last time
in
I
the
went to the gym?
Yesterday,
Yesterday.
7:30 in the morning.
7:30 in the
Yeah.
morning.
In the
I go
morning.
early in the morning.
What do you do at the gym?
I lift a little. I
What do you
do weights.
Wait, what body part?
I did biceps yesterday, and then
Okay.
I did the ropes. I did a little calisthenics.
Ropes? You
I
mean?
did some
what,
jumps.
What is the ropes? You mean?
They have
Oh,
that-
you
that
gotta
back-
calm down. You've been going to the gym for 2 months. Why don't you relax?
I've been going to the gym longer than 2 months.
No, you haven't.
You don't look this good without going to the gym for 2 months. all
I'm
right?
not looking at you, thank God.
Why? Because you'd fuck them.
No.
In the back room, the yoga
have
looking
the
room.
ro-
They
yeah.
got the ropes back there, and then they have the Bowson ball. I like to do some squats on that, and I do some jumps, some push-ups, some burpees, stuff like that. Just like keep the body guessing. That's why I also eat like crazy.
This guy's so
I like to
fu-
keep the inside and the outside
This guy
guessing
doesn't
at all
go to the
times.
gym at all. This guy's fucking probably so cheap. He probably goes to Home Depot and starts fucking doing curls with paint cans like an old Greek man.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Starts lifting up bricks.
I go down to the superfoods and I curl gallons of milk. No, I go in the morning. I can't work out in the afternoon. I go in the morning.
Jay
But
actually
I'll
told me
sweat.
today that he left the house early.
I leave the house almost every day.
He said
early.
like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I was
out
like,
the
"Where's
door-
Mike?"
I'm usually out the door pretty early.
And he's like, "He
I go
left
to
at
the-
8 o'clock." I'm like, "He really got a head start on this breakfast."
I go to coffee. Normally, I'm like working by 8:30, 9 o'clock. I try to be. Like on
8:39.
shift. By 8:30, 9
Oh.
o'clock, I'm working on. I'm like getting in the computer open. I'm getting work done.
Busy time of the year for the big guy, though.
Because then I'll work out and I won't see sweat through my shirt until I leave, and then on the way home I'm like drenched in sweat. But if I leave the house to go out for the night, before I get to the train station, which is a block and a half, I got angel wings on my back. But physical exertion, nothing. Little humidity, take a stroll, fucking soak.
That's what everybody though. I just want to know, like, do you sweat? I thought maybe you sweat more just because of the size of you.
For sure.
And
I
the
definitely
hair.
do. I definitely think I
And the
sweat more.
stress.
The stress is not helping.
Yeah,
me
this
out
is
right now.
Mike's tax season.
Yeah, this
I
is
forgot
tough.
to do my taxes. God damn it! I got to do them tomorrow.
They're in
Are
April,
you
bro.
lying?
No, I didn't. I had an extension
Oh.
because I just didn't do them.
You actually have to do your taxes tomorrow?
I give soon.
It's August.
I know. Maybe I'll do them
It's
next week.
September.
It's September.
Yeah, they're doing October, so I just got to get them done.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I'll do them next week. I got to send a reminder. Sweating that one now. I'm gonna stress even more.
What
But
day?
I also found out today at the Crave, I can steal Wi-Fi from somebody. I figured out how to get Wi-Fi from the neighborhood. Tapped into somebody's Time Warner.
Can you give me
There's
it?
a little loop-de-loop network going on out there.
Is it an open network?
No.
I actually had no phone for I didn't renew my service, but guess what? I'm back, baby. So feel free to text me.
Give out your phone number.
I'll give it out. What's your phone number, Scobo?
But because when you come back from the gym, you're sweating your tits off.
Yeah, it's called getting a workout in, Mike. Okay.
Well, I did leave myself.
It's called
open for
being a
that one.
man
Yeah.
and getting a workout in. I also do.
Toxic masculinity, I think is the word you're looking for.
Whatever it is, it sweats out of my body.
Yeah, I sit on
I also
I sit on
do-
the train dry with
Nothing?
2 stops, dead sweat.
I also do like
Nothing.
I workouts in like I go quick and fast just to get a sweat going for that purpose.
Well,
of
I
it.
do that. I go intentionally. I'll like go run on the treadmill for a while, and I'll get crazy to the point where I'm walking around with my hands on my head because I can't breathe, and I still can't fucking. Which also was just climbing.
That's
one
just
set of
him looking
stairs.
at muffins. There's no muffins.
The Muffin Man.
They got rid of the chocolate chip. I'm fucking out of here. I
Uh,
panic.
What do you? Honestly, though, what do you do when you leave the house? Like, I'm done with these games. There's no gym involved.
Why is there no gym?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Buddy,
Oh, man.
have you heard of
Don't
these
know.
things on my fucking head called eyes?
Why do you get his glasses cleaned up? Old wakes up at fucking goddamn 11. Wake up at 2 o'clock. You think I can sleep a full night? No, I'm up early,
You'll
baby.
nap 4 times a day.
I didn't sleep today.
You did. You definitely did.
I fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah,
today.
you definitely
That's not
did.
a nap. That's just falling asleep.
I was like, Burt Reynolds is dead, and then I heard snoring. I was like, all right. R.I.P. Burt Reynolds, by the way.
Burton Leon Reynolds.
You know he's a running back at Florida State?
Yeah, he said he's like
Still?
he's gonna go pro.
He made the right choice.
No, he hurt himself.
Wow, he
Made the right choice?
He made it.
Sure.
His body made the right choice.
What if he was? He could have been one of the greats, though. We don't know that.
He was one of the greats ever in acting.
Sure.
That's better than being a great in football, I think.
Maybe. What if he could do both?
Like OJ.
Well, he did all three.
Triple threat.
OJ was a big time threat. He was funny in those.
Triple
Naked
threat.
Gun.
Athlete, actor, threat.
To safety.
White women.
OJ, what a good time that
How
car
did
chase
Burt Reynolds
was.
died? What did he die from? Speaking of car chases.
Burt Reynolds,
Yeah.
cardiac arrest.
Oh, I thought he had too much pussy.
That's what I
would've
told
been
Mike
my
today.
guess.
Actually, I go. Burt Reynolds died, and he went, but he's filming a movie.
I didn't say but. I said he's in the middle of filming a movie. Like that sucks. I wasn't
No.
like shocked that he's filming a movie. You can't die doing that.
No, you made it seem.
People
like that.
have. People have died
A
filming
lot,
movies.
yeah.
Bruce Lee's kid died. Remember? He
Yeah.
got
What was
shot.
Brendan Lee.
Yeah.
He
What
got
happened? How
a
happened?
blank. Like she got shot in the movie. Like,
With a
they-
blank.
Well, I think somebody like loaded a blank wrong, or there was like a real bullet in there or something.
I think it was a load of the blank wrong.
yeah, something happened
Why
where
would you have a real bullet though on? In
It wasn't a real
studio?
bullet.
it was something with the bullet actually shot something out when it shouldn't have.
Oh,
As they were
wow.
shooting him filming, and
That's
he got
fucking
killed
nuts.
on set.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't happen to.
There was that whole thing too a couple years
Burt.
ago in Georgia. That girl, this like, I think her name was Sarah Jones or something. Sarah something. I should know this because it was like right around the time when I was in Atlanta, like actually working.
Snot came out of my nose.
Did you see the depression in my face when I had to say that?
Snot actually just hit the mic. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Thank God it's on your nose, you prick. But there was a production company filming something about like the Allman Brothers, like a movie about their lives, and they were filming like a dream sequence on a train track, and they went to real train tracks and like built this house over these tracks, but they never got permission or like got a permit to film on these train tracks, and they were just like, oh yeah, there's no trains here, and they built this big ass house, and they're filming on it, and then the fucking train comes down the tracks, and they're like, everyone's like running off this bridge and shit to get out of the way. And some girl, like a PA, or she was like a camera assistant, got fucking killed by a train because they just didn't ask permission to be on these train tracks. It was fucking crazy. And then every film I was ever around or saw filming was, they had like her name on like every piece of equipment. There was like just like a memorial. It was crazy.
Well, that makes up for it.
I don't, it wasn't. Those people are in jail. The people that producers that movie got locked the fuck up.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, for
They're
manslaughter.
Filming a fucking.
Involuntary manslaughter, I think it was.
They're
it's
fucking
crazy.
filming a movie on a train track.
Who else has
That's
died
active.
during a movie? Chris Farley died during a movie.
Yeah, well,
I don't think he died.
Yeah.
he
making
didn't
a
die
movie.
on set.
No, not on set,
In
but
the middle
like
of
in
a
the middle
movie.
of a movie. He
That
died.
was the
What movie
Matthew
was that?
Perry vehicle.
yeah. It was a good one. I liked it.
What movie was that?
Something about the American West.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger died.
No, he wasn't filming
He
the movie.
decided
Yeah.
as a
No.
result of
Yeah, he was. It was over. I mean, he there was like one more scene
No.
or something.
No, he died like months after it was done.
I thought there was one more scene.
No, he died as a result of the character of like going so
I
dark
don't know.
and shit like that.
I thought it
Well,
was.
yeah,
one
it
more-
was
I mean, that's the same
paintings.
shit for Christ's sakes. What's the difference at that point? If Chris Farley's dying in the movie, we're giving it to Heath Ledger at this point.
I mean, Chris Farley died during the filming of the movie.
Okay, but then Heath Ledger, the character, killed him. I think that's even worse than dying in the middle of a movie.
Yeah, but he was pretty good in it though.
He
Oh,
was
no.
amazing.
Almost Heroes was the name of the
Almost
movie.
Heroes. Yeah.
Almost Heroes.
Apparently, he filmed that. They finished that movie, and then it was released, which is no excuse for how shitty that movie turned out.
John Candy died during a movie. That's what it was.
Was it?
John Candy died during a movie. Yeah.
Almost Heroes was pretty good. It was
It's not
really
bad.
funny.
I
But
think
like
it
the,
was
good.
like the visual quality of the movie, there was a couple of pieces. It was like they clearly couldn't pull that off because Chris died, but apparently they just fucked the movie up.
What did John Candy die? What movie was that?
Too many abs. He was working out too hard. He had a heart attack too, right?
No,
Man,
but
that one. But that
I
one
know
bummed me
how he
out.
died, But what movie was it? John Candy was fucking huge. He was like 300 pounds for fuck's sakes.
Buddy, I weigh 280.
I thought you meant
Calm
huge
down.
as in like movie star.
Well, he was that too.
It says here it was Canadian bacon.
Canadian Bacon. That's right. That movie
He died during Canadian.
stunk.
Why? Because fucking you guys couldn't invade Canada because you're a weak country. That's what I thought.
Was it about invading
Well,
Canada?
Your buddy was in a movie.
You don't even know what the movie is.
Yeah, I remember it stunk.
No, it was good.
Rhea Perlman was in it.
I know. You guys are trying to attack the CN Tower. It was Michael Moore.
Canadian Bacon was Michael Moore.
Mhm.
Was it a documentary or like a?
No, it's a comedy.
Oh, I didn't know Michael Moore actually made like narrative movies. I thought he was just a
Yeah.
fucking bridge troll.
Yeah. Don't you remember that scene when they vandalized the van and then the Canadian provincial police pulls the guy over and he's like, "This is I got to write you up for a ticket." And he's like, "Because of the vandalism." He's like, "Ah, you didn't write it in French too. We're bilingual."
That's funny.
It's not a bad movie, Canadian Bacon. I mean, I like it because I'm Canadian. Niagara Falls,
Michael Moore blamed. He's blaming
Trump, Nike.
No, he's blaming Gwen
Cohen.
Stefani for Trump.
Fuck
Gwen
yeah! I was
Wait,
about
wait,
fucking
wait.
time someone did it.
Gwen
Good for
Stefani.
him.
What does she do now?
So this came out in the last week or so. Michael Moore says Gwen Stefani is responsible for the Trump presidency. He has a theory that she's the reason. She wears lots of hats, no doubt. The solo pop star, no doubt's front woman. Her gig on the singing competition is of The Voice, which is where
Mhm.
she met her husband. What's that fucking
Blake Lively.
hillbilly? No, Blake
No?
Griffin.
Is it?
Yeah,
him?
Blake Lively's an actress married to Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Blake Lively's a girl.
Yeah.
No, it's something
It's something Blake.
Blake.
Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton. I was not far
I was
off.
going to say George Strait Blake, but that's wrong too. Her gig on the singing competition is why Moore believes Stefani launched a Trump presidency, he told the Hollywood Reporter. As he sees it, Trump likely learned NBC paid Stefani more to be a judge on The Voice than he received for hosting The Apprentice, so he announced from Trump Tower he was running for president to show the network how famous he was and how much attention he could receive. Wow. That
Yeah.
actually, if you just read the title, you're like, that's stupid. That makes
That's
I buy
retarded.
that. I know,
No, Michael
and
Moore's
I buy
a
that.
fucking moron.
Sure.
What did Gwen Stefani have to do with
a
anything?
beautiful singer with the voice of an angel who I may or may not have a huge crush on.
Everyone has a
Voice of an
crush
angel.
on-
Okay.
Calm the
Voice
fuck
of an angel.
Calm down.
Voice of an angel.
She does have
All
a
right.
great voice.
Voice of an
Voice
angel.
of an angel.
She's
Voice
on. Tell
of an
them-
angel.
tell- what
Who
show-
has a voice
what show
of
is
an
she on?
angel?
She was on the Dr. Dre and
You're
Jimmy
sp-
Ivy
you-
show.
You were supposed to say the voice.
I don't know the name of the thing. Oh, the voice.
Yeah,
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
But Jimmy Ivy said she was going to be famous in 6 years, and he was right.
He also
Anyway.
probably said a lot of people are going to be famous in
They
6
didn't,
years.
they didn't put that in the movie.
They probably died.
They cut that part out.
Sunday morning?
Kelly Clarkson, better voice.
Okay, well, yeah. She's
Whatever.
That's
got
the
a great
voice of an angel. Celine Dion, Whitney
Yeah,
Houston,
okay,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Mariah Carey,
Okay.
young Mariah Carey.
Why do you got to fight with us about this?
Christina Aguilera.
fighting?
Why do you got to
We're having a
argue with it? We're saying
conversation.
voice of an angel.
And I'm saying no.
Does she have the abs of a fucking
She's got
beautiful
a great,
person?
She's got
Yes.
a great body.
She's hot. Wait a minute.
But that
Well,
makes
I
sense.
s-
So
I
what-
still don't understand Gwen
so
Stefani.
what did Michael Moore
Even
say-
though I completely agree.
What Michael Moore is saying is that Gwen Stefani made more money. They announced, like when he found out how much money she was making to be on The Voice, which was more than he was making for The Apprentice. He
Oh, okay.
announced right after that he was going to run for president. And Michael Moore's theory is because he wanted to prove to NBC, like, fuck you, you're not going to pay me enough. I'll show you how rich and famous I am. I'll be the president. You're not going to pay me enough. I'm the president.
Michael-
And so if Gwen what the other
Michael
side
Moore
of that
has
is
6
that
chins.
if Gwen Stefani got paid equal or less than Trump, he might not have run for president.
I thought he
that's the
I thought he
theory.
ran for president because Barack insulted him at the White House Correspondents' Breakfast or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
the breakfast at
And
the.
at the White, they have like a breakfast or a meal where
No,
the guy
you
was like,
idiot.
Barack was like making fun of him, and he was just sitting there like,
It
okay.
wasn't the White House Correspondents' Breakfast. It was the Pentagon brunch. you
Oh, the
fucking idiot.
Pentagon brunch. How could I forget the Pentagon brunch?
So this is also
God, I heard they have bottomless mimosas there.
Weren't they eating chips at the Liberty Bell and he called Trump a huge loser?
And then Trump is just like, I'll show you. I'll get your fucking job after this. How about that?
He did do that, though, Trump.
yeah.
Trump's kind of a G like that, where he's just like, okay, making fun of me.
Well, this
I'm
also
I'm gonna be the guy that replaces you.
this article all makes sense because it's saying that he's talked about running for president since 1988, but he didn't want to do it. There's no penthouse at the White House.
I think the White House is a penthouse.
And he also doesn't want to live in a black city, according to this article.
Trump doesn't?
He was trying to pit NBC against another network for The Apprentice, and then he just went off the rails. Trump ended up getting dropped by NBC after saying Mexico was sending rapists to the United States. But Moore says by that time he was so attached to the crowds coming to his rallies and the nonstop media coverage, he turned his joke candidacy into a real one because he was addicted to the coverage. That all is complete makes sense. I hate this. I hate saying that I agree with Michael Moore because I do think he's a very exaggerative and very dishonest filmmaker.
Do you think Michael Moore has ever skipped a meal?
No.
Has he ever doubled up on a meal? You bet.
The guy.
If he ever skipped a meal, he did three. He did 3 breakfasts.
The guy made a movie and named it after a meal. He's a fat asshole.
What meal was it?
Canadian bacon.
Oh,
well, that's
that's not a meal. That's an accoutrement. Or if you're in the French, accoutrement.
Can I suggest something that maybe we do on the podcast since we don't really have a direction this evening?
I feel like we're having a great time.
Well, it sort of leads into presidents. Olivia was telling me that Sarah Palin, her actually I shouldn't really be telling people her political theories, but she said
your improv troupe.
She said that yes, my improv troupe. She said yesterday that, which I don't even know if this is true or whatever, a couple nights ago, that the reason Trump's the president, the insanity started because Sarah Palin ran for, or she was in the vice presidency, and she was fucking legit crazy. And it sort of it kick-started the insanity. And one of the things that Palin said was one of her platforms was she could be the vice president because she could see she could see Russia.
No, Russia from her house in Alaska. She said that. Yeah.
She didn't say that.
Yeah, she did.
No, she said something like...
She said that.
Like, I'm in Alaska, so I could see Russia coming before anyone else. So I should be the vice president. Like, you're going to live in D.C., stupid, right?
It's fucking nuts.
But people went, that makes sense.
I guess it's sort of, I mean, if someone had to see Russia coming, it would probably be someone from technically, it sort of makes sense, but it's insane.
Wait, no, what if Russia comes
in 2008, she said, I can see Russia from my house.
What if they come the other way? Like, what if Russia's like, we're going to go across the Atlantic. We're not going to go the Pacific way.
Then she can't see them. But then that got us in this fucking wormhole of, like, the craziest shit. There's this website called Crazy
Google.
Facts about American presidents. And I was reading some today, and they're pretty fucking funny. One of your presidents died eating bad cherries.
I think I remember that.
Wasn't that George Washington and he chopped the tree down?
He chopped the cherry tree
No,
down.
it wasn't George Washington.
It was like a middle of the...
You think you'd have...
You know what it was? It was
Like
it was like a forgetful president. It was like whatever.
You think you would have George Washington?
He was number like 19 or something like that.
He was something like that. Andrew Johnson was a tailor. Jackson.
But there was an Andrew Johnson, too.
Was he a president?
I don't know.
Oh, no, it was Andrew Johnson. I think it was... I don't know. One of them was a fucking tailor, and he would only wear his suits. Roosevelt would skinny dip in a river.
But that's a very Trump thing to do, though.
Yeah.
Only wear your suits.
All the fucking things based on these fucking people, like on these presidents, Trump sort of like does all the crazy things.
Why don't you pull it up?
I don't have my phone. It's charging. But you could just Google like...
Hey, how many presidents can you name?
This is how this started.
I don't think I can name 10.
Olivia can name a fucking shitload, dude. Abe Lincoln was a bartender. Only president that had his smart serve or whatever the fuck, bartending license.
You can't have a bartending license?
Do you know there's a weird photo? Oh, that's the weirdest photo. Ready? There's a photo of Abraham Lincoln's casket being down a street when he was shot. And in the photo...
He got shot too? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back of the head. He got 2 to the head. 1 to the head.
I think I knew that.
You've heard of this, right? In the photo is a picture... going down the street, and in the windowsill is a young Teddy Roosevelt watching Abraham Lincoln's casket getting down the street.
Is that the guy in the wheelchair?
It eventually was, yeah.
Teddy? That's crazy. I didn't know you guys had a wheelchair president.
No one knew.
There was a,
You know,
there was a
no
couple
one-
of sick
Well,
presidents.
I legitimately found out like 6 months ago.
No,
Like,
no, but during the presidency though, he never took
No,
a photo.
that I knew.
And if
I
he
mean,
ever
when I
was seen in
found out.
public, they just would cover his legs.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
nobody knew.
Nope.
No one was like, "Hey,
He
how
did-
come
he
this
did-
guy
'cause
isn't
we're-
walking?"
We were going during the war, and he didn't want to appear weak to the Axis.
Damn.
George Washington had wooden teeth. I remember that from school. So here we go. How many presidents do you think you can name?
Wooden teeth.
A lot of them did.
Oh,
His teeth were made of wool.
wh-
Where's it
I know.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mr. Deeds. One president. Hold on.
Oh, no, I have
He-
more deliveries. So I'll stay for a little bit.
Hey, one of your
One of my
presidents
greatest.
killed a lady. He ran over her with his horse.
I think
But
you're
then
thinking of Caitlyn Jenner.
No, they couldn't. Then they couldn't prove it.
This is the photo.
The hoof things didn't match up. The hoof marks.
This is the photo, and Teddy Roosevelt is there. I think with his brother too, or something like that.
What, buddy? Where's? Look at this picture that this guy gives me. First of all, keep in mind I don't know what Teddy Roosevelt looks like. Okay.
It's also a kid.
Then look at this picture. How the fuck?
How are you going to confirm that that's Teddy Roosevelt?
That's the famous story.
It's either Teddy Roosevelt or a
Anybody else.
table lamp.
That's the famous story.
That's the story.
But
okay.
where is Teddy? It's a game of.
I might
It's a
have-
game of
I
where's
see
Waldo.
where you're saying it should be.
Yeah, he's right there. You don't see the two boys in the window?
I mean, I see two figures in the window.
Is that how Where's Waldo started? Where's Teddy? From that picture.
Or like, who's Teddy?
I can't believe you guys had a wheelchair. You
What's
guys have
up with
all
this
your
fucking
no one.
He
Black.
went. No, he wasn't during. He was in a wheelchair during his presidency.
Yeah.
He didn't like start in a wheelchair. We didn't like the wheelchair guy. Not that weak.
Stop.
You know.
We didn't like the wheelchair.
I asked my mom.
Well, get ready, pal, because the next president's going to be it's going to be tough. And like 2 presidents from now, it's going to be real different.
I hit up my mom. I
it's going to be
go.
real unique.
I go. Do you know that the president here one time was in a wheelchair? And she goes, I think I heard of that. She goes, but I know JFK had a knee brace. I go, what?
You know why he had a knee brace?
He did?
You know why? You know why he had a knee brace?
I don't
He's
know.
bending down, eating all that pussy. And he was getting. He had a cramp
Did he
in his
actually have a
leg.
knee brace?
I don't know.
Oh,
No, but he did have an addiction to the old to the ladies.
Dude, he was fucking everything under the sun.
Him
Well,
and
that-
Marilyn Monroe, for crying out loud.
Wow, buddy, come on.
Well, he was fucking Marilyn Monroe for a while, and then he was done with Marilyn, and he's like, yo, he passed it off to his brother, and then his brother was banging Marilyn Monroe, and the whole they said the government killed Marilyn Monroe because she was gonna go to the press and say how she had an affair with Robert Kennedy, who was like in line.
Onassis.
Oh no, that's Jackie Onassis.
Fuck.
Who was Robert Kennedy was in line to be the next be a president down the line.
okay.
So she was going to go to the press and say that, which would have fucked his campaign thing up. So they said they OD'd her on purpose. And you know this?
Well, just like an
Hold
Angels
on.
in the Outfield.
Do you know this thing too? Joe DiMaggio was married to Marilyn Monroe,
That I knew.
and when she died, Joe DiMaggio would not let anybody like Kennedy, anyone from the White House, any mob figure into the
Funeral? Why?
because he knew that they killed her.
Fucking Joe.
So was he married to her while she was banging the president?
No, I think she took a hiatus from banging presidents.
And then married Joe DiMaggio?
yeah.
Good for Joey D.
They only married
though.
for like 2 years. Joe DiMaggio, legend says, horse cock on the guy.
Yeah.
You
How do
see
you
the
always
guy's
know
chin,
everybody's
though.
dick?
It's you know why Pete Rose said in an interview. Listen to him on Opie because Pete Rose
If
Rose
anybody
was
brings
young.
up the size of someone's cock on this podcast, it's
I know,
always scope
I
up.
know about it. He goes.
Horse
Joe
cock.
DiMaggio
Rose-
had the longest face in baseball. There's
He
no
also had
way that guy
Only
didn't
rivaled
have
by
the
his
kind of-
cock, apparently.
You can tell by a man's chin how fucking large his cock head is.
Fuck.
He also never struck out on the field and off the field. Pete Rose says they were doing a tour in, I guess, Vietnam. Pete Rose was very young, and they brought him over with Joe DiMaggio. They said they had a shower in the jungle, so they had a shower like next to each other. He goes, Joe DiMaggio was a dick with a man attached to it.
Good for
Wow, that's a
Joe.
hog and a half then.
So how many presidents do you think you can name?
I can name 10.
10. All right, go for it. I'll keep count.
All right, you start off with the George
What's the
Washington,
huge? Okay.
Andrew Jackson, Abe Lincoln.
No, man, I said, hey, Blinken.
Are we doing this as a team?
No.
I could do.
You gotta
The
get
fact
the
that you're
recent
already
ones.
stumped is
No, I'm trying to do the old ones the older ones that I know there's one tip of my tongue I can't think about this name. What the hell?
Think of like airports, buddy.
Also, think about the ones we just talked about.
I wanted to do that at the end though.
All right,
I wanted to do it at the end. Ulysses S. Grant. That's the one I was fucking.
Are you thinking of the USSR?
No, Ulysses.
He did some-
Ulysses S. Grant was a president.
Ulysses S. Grant did something fucked up too on that fucking president stat sheet.
Oh, what did he do?
I don't know, but I forget which president fucking had a lucky pin and he took it off and gave it to a girl and then he got shot or something the next day.
What was the website?
Yeah, go,
The,
Google
the
like
girl is still alive. She's the oldest. Fucking
she's still kicking.
Then you got Nixon.
Oh, this guy, right?
Then you got No,
I
he was the
cannot
double one.
tell a lie.
Yeah, I know. I have the mic in my hand.
Are you counting them, buddy? What are you doing here?
I'm looking up the fucking weird
You got
facts.
JFK,
Of course,
Teddy Roosevelt,
of course.
the other Roosevelt,
Francis.
Theodore. No, that's Teddy.
Teddy.
It's Teddy. Fuck.
I thought you had Teddy and Theodore locked up. He might have come back as Teddy.
the other Theodore, brothers, and
They are?
You're at
The
around
Roosevelts are
7.
brothers?
I think so.
No,
Pretty sure.
no,
Pretty positive.
not brothers.
You got the Bushes, George H. and George W. You got Ronald Reagan.
Oh, that's another. The Bush one's funny too. There's a good Bush fact.
You got Clinton.
We're
And you
at
got
10, buddy.
Barack.
And then you know who's next.
Yeah, oh, Donnie T. I wasn't even mentioned Donnie T. I'm trying to go back.
Because he's not my president, some would say.
Nah, he's my president.
He is. Excuse me.
Who?
You're just helping?
What are you talking about?
Brian.
Brian Regan.
I said Ronald Reagan.
Ah, fuck.
I said it already.
Did you?
Yeah. Ronald Reagan, the actor.
Think of airports. LaGuardia.
Fiorello LaGuardia was a fucking
Baltimore
mayor of New
International.
York City. Was never the
No,
president.
I know.
he's leading you on the right track though. For fuck's sakes.
Oh, Baltimore International. I don't know the fucking Baltimore International fucking thing.
That's the name of the airport. It was being a joke because there was no President Baltimore International.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
But there is an airport or something that's got.
There's probably multiple. LAX.
yeah. LAX.
President Laxative.
President
he made everybody shit their pants.
President Los Angeles International.
I need to. If I had to, I could name more, but I need to sit down and think about presidents.
You're sitting.
No, I'm not on the podcast.
And you're leaning back thinking.
Not on the podcast. Sit down, relax, think about presidencies
Oh yeah.
and what
how
they
about
did,
him?
what they did for the country.
All right, so you're on about 12 or 13. There's a
Yeah.
couple you missed. There's some Garfield, some Tafts, some
Taft,
some Madison,
Taft.
some Monroe,
Madison.
some Adams. You got
Adams!
you got a couple of those. You got there's a lot of them in the middle there. There's that
Oh,
like
that
the late
guy.
1800s through the early 1900s.
All right,
that are
go
like-
some facts about presidents. Some fucked
real
up presidents.
sketchy.
Yeah, I gotta go back. I don't know. This isn't the website. How do I go back?
You think Trump's gonna?
You have the same fucking phone as me.
Oh, there
pal.
it is. There it is.
You think Trump's gonna release a book after?
Sex tape?
No, a book after.
Of course. That
about,
guy's a
like-
businessman. He's already got it written.
But you think he's gonna put like the aliens in there, like the real? I think he's gonna be like real shit.
No, I don't think he's that stupid.
Why?
Because that's
He's pretty stupid.
I think that he's. I think to say that the man is stupid.
He's
is,
not stupid.
Is
He's not
ignorant because you.
Man,
You
he's
can't be
not-
dumb and be the
You
president.
can't stupid your way into being
Yeah,
president.
he's not dumb.
He's pretty bright when it comes to certain things, which is like manipulating the media, causing a lot of controversy. Which then he's a very good hype man.
Yo, he should.
But he's not
fucking-
dumb enough to give up national
Yo.
secrets. If anything, he would do the opposite. And he wants to hide more shit to keep America better, or like in his mind, he wants America to be like less weird. But which is even weirder.
What do you
'cause
got?
He's doing.
Trump would be a
crazy shit.
great hype man for a
I got
rapper. though.
a couple funny ones. James Madison and Thomas Jefferson were once arrested together for taking a carriage ride in the countryside of Vermont on a Sunday. They violated state laws, so those two presidents got arrested.
Wait, were they presidents?
Yeah.
They were president at the time.
I don't
They can't,
know.
can't both be presidents.
Not exactly.
That's a good point.
I don't think this necessarily means that this happened when they were presidents.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I forgot one. Harrison Ford.
That's right. Harrison Ford was president.
He almost got his plane hijacked.
He fucking, you
Air
know
Force
what?
One almost got
I
hijacked.
almost believed it. This is how sad this country is sometimes that I almost believed it. I'm like, when
He
was
told Gary Oldman to get off his plane.
It's a very good point.
Andrew
I'm
Johnson.
sounding very echoey for some reason.
It's not. It's you.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrew Johnson, who is whoever that is the only tailor ever to be president. As president, he would typically stop by a tailor shop to say hello. He would wear only the suits he made himself.
Let me ask you this: if you became president, would you start stopping by open mics just to say what's up?
Never.
Can you imagine Johnson? It was like Conor McGregor, and he wore the "fuck you" suit to the song. What is that song?
That would be
The
great.
thing. What do you call that?
The weigh-in,
Not the weigh-in, but
the media day,
no, when you get sworn in as president,
the inauguration
the inauguration. He just wore the "fuck you" to another guy.
with the faux hawk.
Who's Warren Gamliel Harding?
Laurel Harding.
Warren Harding?
Yeah.
You know this fucking
I think
psycho?
so, yeah.
What do you do?
He was a president.
He repeatedly made love to a young girl, Nan Britton, in a White House closet. On one occasion, Secret Service agents had to stop his wife from beating down the closet door. So she was coming in hot.
So he
Because
was in there banging some little girl.
Yeah, he was fucking a girl
And then
in
the
closet.
wife was banging like, get out of there, Warren. And then the Secret Service was dragging her out. Yo, that's the Real Housewives of the White House.
Yo, but everyone gets mad at Trump banging a fucking porn star. This one was banging a 17-year-old.
Okay, you guys know this one. Yeah, but this was, buddy, back. Look at the timeline on
Well,
fucking
I don't think he paid the little girl off. We don't know that. We know that Trump tried to silence somebody.
1865 to 1923. So this guy, I think, I guess that was when having sex with a 14-year-old was in a
It must have
closet
been
was
like-
okay.
How'd he die? His wife chopped his dick off.
It doesn't say right now, but
How
probably.
do you go back to like being husband and wife after your presidency is over? How do you go?
Well, not when you're banging kids in a closet. I feel like it's
Remember,
pretty much that's the nail in the
you're
coffin.
just living high. You're like, fuck, this is gonna be
Do you-
great. I'm the fucking man. I'm the president. I'm banging 14-year-olds, and then they take you out, and you're like, so want to go to Red Lobster?
You do like George W. Bush, and you start fucking drawing fucking crayon characters, and then everyone's supposed to pretend you're an artist.
Not George W. Bush, but have you guys heard of this term in Japan? Bushosuru? Do you know what that means?
No.
It's a term in Japan, and it means to do the Bush thing. Or
Which is what?
publicly vomit. Because George Bush
If you puke
vomited on the Japanese president.
Minister.
Prime
No,
Minister.
he did.
After
You remember that? He got sick. The OG Bush, George H.W.
After President Bush Sr. vomited on the Japanese Prime Minister, a new word entered the Japanese language. Bushuru. And it means to do a Bush thing or to publicly vomit. So he
He had
is...
some bad sushi.
I don't know.
I think he was ill. Because then didn't the other one, the kid go over there once and they get through a shoe with him?
No, that was Iran. I think.
That was Iran.
Okay,
He
yeah.
was
Yeah.
fast. Those were
How
phenomenal.
about that? When they threw the shoe at him, he dodged it, and then the guy, the Secret Service just didn't do anything, and the guy just took off his other shoe and
It's
threw
like
another
assault.
shoe at him.
Eisenhower's a fucking maniac.
What'd
The
he
guy was
do?
in both wars. He's the only president to serve in both wars.
He was.
1 and 2?
Yeah.
What do you mean he was in both wars? Like active before president?
He was the only president to serve in both World War I and World War II.
Not
He
as
was-
president. You know, the president doesn't go to war.
No, I'm saying
That'd be
before,
hysterical.
before he was president.
I think he was after.
The president
No.
pulling up, calling it an airstrike.
The Filipino president
Just-
will.
Just tying off a bow so we can keep going.
That's a guy you gotta have. That's a guy I would. It's a leader though. Just in 2 wars, coming back, no
Who-
scratches on him.
McCain.
Who was
would've
the
been good.
first president of the United States to be born in a hospital?
John Quincy Adams.
No.
Lincoln.
No.
That's all I want to know.
Taft.
This is pretty early to be born in a hospital, by the way. I think so.
James
Because my dad
Madison.
wasn't born in a hospital.
James Madison.
Oh, so you say your dad wasn't born in a hospital?
No, he was born in, I think on the ground or in a
He was
kitchen
born in a, he
table.
was, bo- he was born in a
He's
Parmesan,
born in a bag of spaghetti meatballs.
a Parmesan
he,
wheel.
went right into the meatballs. Go extra sauce tonight, boys.
He came out and they fucking sheared
All
him,
right.
made a,
I'll
made
go.
a,
I'll
ta-
go.
a real Italian
I'll go
bull
with,
out of him.
I'll go with Roosevelt.
No.
You said it's early, so I'm going to go with
I mean, for my dad being not born in a hospital,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is fucking early. But I mean, it's not that early.
Well, let's go with
JFK?
Let's go with Roosevelt.
Now, Jimmy Carter,
Jimmy
What?
Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
first
That's
president,
late.
1924.
No, but 1924 is late.
Is it?
It feels like it's
We
late
had
to be a
hospitals.
hospital.
I'm just
Think
thinking
about it though.
for my dad.
I'm thinking about
Carter.
JFK. JFK's father was rich, so he's probably born to a housewife. What do you call that? Not
Midwife?
housewife. Midwife.
Midwife, yeah, maybe.
Midwife.
1924, Jimmy Carter was.
All
born.
those
right.
presidents were fucking rich though. They're probably rich people, so
Yeah.
they had midwives.
Jimmy Carter wasn't. Jimmy Carter.
No,
was
That's
mid-
why Jimmy Carter was.
I don't think midwife meant you were fucking rich, dude. I think midwife you were poor. That's like a person coming to your house, but
because
like
you can't go to the hospital.
yeah.
I think
Also-
Jimmy Carter, if I'm not mistaken, he was like an everyman. He was a peanut farmer.
Oh, here's another
And then he
Jimmy
became
Carter.
president.
This is another Jimmy Carter back-to-back stat. So after he was born in the hospital, Jimmy Carter, this guy's a lunatic, is the first known president to go on record as seeing a UFO. This guy's nuts.
What did he say? When did he say he saw it?
I got to click the link.
So, so
don't.
click the link.
Wait, no, don't do that. That's imagine being president and they ask you about UFOs and you just gotta be like, no, I never saw it. In the back of your head, like August 24th, 1937. I
Well,
saw that.
your Alex, your prime minister's gone on record saying that there is UFO extraterrestrials.
He did?
Yes, recently.
Yeah, buddy, you know what? I got to prove for my green
I kind of
card,
want
so
aliens.
I don't even
I think
care what
I
goes
think we
out
should
there.
have aliens come down. I think we need them.
I don't think it's our call.
I think it is our call.
You think we could like send do a little contact action? Get Gary Busey's kid to ruin the whole thing?
Yeah,
Helen Hunt, who was it that did that?
Helen Hunt. That
No,
was that's
it
a
wasn't
scary
Helen Hunt.
thing
It
where
was the
they.
other one. It was Hello Clarice. It was Silence of the Lambs lady.
Who's Buchanan?
James Buchanan.
This guy's a good
Mitch
guy.
Buchanan.
This guy's a good guy, James Buchanan. He brought in slaves into
Oh, cool.
Washington, but then set them free in Pennsylvania. He was bringing them in.
Oh, he pulled the okey doke.
He gave him the old fucking.
Oh,
yeah,
he
the
juked him.
okey-doke.
He hit the
juked him.
L1 button.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
He brought him in from the South.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna buy these guys. I'm gonna buy them. We need
And then
people.
as soon as he got
in
into
Washington.
the union, he got rid. He said, "Go, be free."
Yeah, he was not bad. This guy.
That's pretty cool. Old Buchanan. huh?
Oh, fact 29 is James Buchanan, only president to punch his wife in the face. So that's a joke. That's a joke. I wish.
James Buchanan was also fucking women in the closet.
Grant was fucking smoking 20 stogies a day.
That's a lot.
Did he
Yeah.
die in office?
That's like your whole.
He died of throat cancer.
Throat
No, I don't
cancer?
know. Yeah. I don't know. All right. Well, this is fun.
That's your whole life is just smoking cigars.
You could read 32.
or Kenny.
John F. Jack Kennedy most likely had the most active extramarital sex life of any president. He allegedly slept with Marilyn Monroe, Jane Mansfield, Audrey Hepburn,
Wow.
Angie Dickinson, stripper Blaze Starr, Marlene Dietrich, and many other women, including White House staffers, secretaries, stewardess, campaign workers, strippers, and acquaintances of trusted male friends. This guy had game.
This guy
Holy
left
shit.
his seed all over the
Holy,
goddamn
did
White
this
House.
guy, dude? Like, you gotta be Jackie Onassis and just like you gotta be. I'm surprised she didn't beat down a door every now and then. Oh no, I think she did hate Marilyn Monroe. She did like. I think there's a story of like how she sang. Remember that time she sang that thing, "Mr. Happy Birthday, Mr. President."
How'd it go?
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
It was the dance
Jackie
that made
O-
me so happy.
Jackie O, though, she had to be like, this fucking cunt has the balls to sing happy birthday like that in front of me. In front of me? Please.
She was like
would cut a bitch.
Carmelo and Tony
Yeah,
Soprano.
She is.
That's what Jack Kennedy was. He was Tony Soprano.
How about
Had
this?
all his Stugats
No, his guy.
or Goombas.
No,
his Gumas.
Goombas. I fucked the two words up. I put them together.
Funniest thing I ever heard when I was a kid. My grandma told a story about someone that's not in the family anymore. She goes to my mom. She's telling a story about someone, and she say this guy's John, whatever his name. She goes, John, they were like getting divorced. Family members, like distant family members. She goes, Mary, John's got a guma. I never laughed so hard at my 4'11" grandma going guma.
A Gooma.
Oh, I lost it. But some president after it was.
Some
Some
president.
president after though, he said it said was the president right after Jack
Lyndon
Kennedy.
B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
That guy's
His-
psychotic.
That his many women that he slept with, he considered them his harem of women.
His harem of women.
That guy's
He
a
even had a
loser.
buzzer system installed that rang inside the Oval Office so that Secret Service could warn him when his wife was coming. He had a fucking. He had a pre.
Is that the Russians? It's your wife, you idiot.
Damn it! Can it be the Russians?
We getting bombed? No, Dolores is coming down the block. Let's get the hell out of here.
Dolores B. Johnson.
This is a weird one. Every member of Teddy Roosevelt's family owned a pair of stilts.
Because they wanted to prop him up when he was in the wheelchair.
What? Oh yeah, no. Olivia told me that one.
You know why? I think that I have a theory why all the presidents cheated on their wives. First off, they're the president, which is kind of dope. Like, I can like push a button and you can be dead. But they have so many secret tunnels in the White House where like, here, come to this tunnel, come to the fucking.
They're not. It's not El Chapo.
Yeah, but come to the Lincoln room. We'll take the tunnel downstairs. Dolores will never know I'm here. Come on, let's go. Hide down there. You put a
fun.
little cot down on the second floor.
You're fucking her
And
on
the
a
second-
cot that's in a bunch of dirt.
On the top. Well, you spice it up a little bit for the president. You know, you sweep under the thing a little bit.
Could you imagine being one of the president's, line of ladies or men, and then they take you down into the dirty hallway? Like, no, just bag me down here. Like, I thought I was gonna sleep in the Lincoln bedroom and get a nice monogrammed pillow when I was done. No, get in the hallway and get the fuck out.
No,
Crawl through the drain storm,
my
stupid.
my wife's in town. She's not at Camp David.
Where did Clinton get his asshole fingered?
In the Oval Office.
She fucking gave him a rim job right there on his desk, huh?
Did she give him a rim job?
I don't know.
I know he fucking put his cigar in her pussy.
No.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, that I didn't
He
know.
fucked her with a cigar.
A Cuban?
I think so.
Wow. Sticking it to
breaking the
Castro.
law.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Martin Van Buren.
Marty Van Buren. How did I forget Marty?
He wrote his autobiography after serving as president from 1837 to 1841. Not once in his autobiography did he mention his wife, who he was married to for 12 years. His whole autobiography about being president, wife never came up.
That's a slap in the face.
What a guy.
Marty.
She probably caught him a few times cheating on him in the hallways.
Johnny Taylor had more children than any other president. 8 by his first wife, 7 by his second wife.
Johnny Christ.
At least this guy's fucking his wife. And at least Johnny Taylor is with his 15 kids with his wives. He's not in the back alleys, banging Marilyn Monroe.
His last
That is
child,
good.
Pearl, was born when he was 70.
Oh, man. That's impressive that he could get his fucking shitty presidential cock up at 7 years old. Buddy.
All that stress he knew as
I
president.
know. That's
yeah.
gotta be fucked up, man. They're probably pumping fucking Trump a Viagra every second of the day. They're probably just fucking.
Dude, I don't think Trump bangs anybody.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Who's he
having sex
banging?
with Melania.
No, you think
No.
Melania is letting him in there, dude? Melania is counting the days until she prays to God he loses the next election.
I was telling Mike today that Melania is also a alien of extraordinary ability. We have the same visa. Thank you very much.
She's a citizen now.
Well, she initially got her green
But she's-
card.
Yeah, she's better than you though.
100%.
Yeah.
And I
She's
remember
extraordinary, and so is that body.
exactly. What's her extraordinary ability now? Ignoring a cocksucker.
Speaking of extraordinary bodies, James Madison was the shortest president, 5'4",
I
And
got 4 inches on him.
and he never weighed
In America.
He never weighed more than 100 pounds
What a little munch.
This
yeah.
guy
When was this guy up presidency?
in the 1800s.
No wonder why we're struggling in the 1800s. We got a fucking Oompa Loompa as the president.
You guys, weren't you guys going through a famine? Clearly, your fucking president couldn't break 100. It's a little fucking squirt.
Who is the tallest president? Lincoln's got to be up there, right? I think Lincoln was like 6'6", dominating figure. I heard he had a wicked
Was
jump
he?
shot.
Ready for this? William Henry Harrison has the record for the longest speech in history, inauguration speech, 40 minutes. He gave the speech during bad weather and a month later died of pneumonia.
Talk about fucking. That's a kick in the dick right there.
Wrap it up, buddy. You're gonna get
Yeah.
sick. I got this.
Dude, he was getting the light at 10 minutes, and then he's like, I'm the president
His
now.
wife's holding the door so that the little girls can't get out. She's like, you got to get sick. Stay in. You're going to get sick if you stay out there that long. Shut up, bitch. You're going to get pneumonia.
These are fun.
These are great.
Who else is
How I gotta think back to the girls as president. How do you line up women as the president? Like, who do you tell? Like the top Secret Service guy?
Oh.
Like, how do you plan that? Like, just get me a hooker, any hooker, blonde specifically, and like, what are
I
they
don't know.
sworn to secrecy? Do they kill her after?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know if they'd kill her. That's, Jesus Christ.
What other facts you got? This is fun. I love presidential facts.
Do you?
we haven't discussed one good thing any president has done.
No, it's only like funny things or bad things.
When he was a young man, Rutherford B. Hayes fought isophobia, which is the fear of going insane. Which that seems...
That's a fear I have.
But it's not, because it doesn't make... Like, the fear of going insane, isn't that insanity?
Maybe.
I'm going insane. Why? Because I think I'm going insane. It
Dude,
seems a bit repetitive.
I'm not gonna lie to you. None of these presidents would have happened if Twitter was around.
Yeah,
No,
you're
that
not-
guy
you're
wouldn't have
not.
made it.
This guy's not making it.
George Herbert Walker Bush, only president with 4 names.
I played on the same field as George Herbert Walker Bush. That's right, guys.
That's George Bush. George W.
Oh, then
George
I-
H.W..
No, George H.W.
Oh.
George H.W.
That's
played
the
baseball
senior?
at Yale.
H.W. is senior.
Oh, really?
Played baseball at Yale, and I played against
Ready
him.
for this one? James Garfield could write Latin with one hand and Greek with the other simultaneously.
No, he had such a lie.
I can't write anything with one hand.
But you could kind of tell who was a cool president, who was a loser president. Like, JFK is a cool president. He probably allowed, like, parties going on. This guy's writing fucking French and Latin in both hands.
But you gotta understand, this
No,
is
hard
like...
that is?
Dude, are you kidding me? His Secret Service like, dude, get some hookers. Just get some hookers around here. God.
But
Please have a party for
People
us.
watching him writing in Greek with one hand and Latin in the other at the same time is the same thing as us going to see Mission Impossible. People must have been flipping their shit. They're like,
That's pretty
not
amazing.
happening.
What? Can
This
we?
is the highest form of
Can
entertainment.
Can we try to actually write in both hands in English? And I want to see if
Like, you can't do that. You can't.
he was doing it.
He was the president.
Can you write your own name with both hands?
I doubt it.
All right, get a pencil, and
You're
get,
saying
get a
at the
paper
s-
and 2 pencils, pal.
You're saying the same time.
At the same damn
Simultaneously.
time?
That's what it
No,
says.
no, that's such a lie.
That's what it says. Why would I lie about that?
That had to be his platform.
Maybe
He's
that
like,
guy-
vote for me. I write in fucking Latin with my left and Greek with my right for president.
Do you got anything to write with?
I'm
pal?
practicing in my mind, and I can't even do it imagining.
I don't even know if I could just write with my left hand anything.
Oh, wait a minute. How?
Okay, ready? I'm going to do it.
You're like dancing. All right, can you film this?
I don't have my phone.
I'm going to try
Give me your
to,
phone. You have more battery than me.
I'm going to try to write with my left hand and write with my right hand, guys.
Give it to Pep.
Okay.
It should be noted that he has 2 pens
Here,
in
I have,
his hand.
I bought some pens, by the way.
in his
You guys
bag.
know.
Hasn't written a joke in 6 months, but he's got 2 pens.
That's funny.
All jokes right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of
Use any of them? No.
no. You just
Okay.
transcribe your
Show the
sets.
crowd your jokes. Those have made up to $17. Here we go. Is that pen upside down?
You haven't even started yet. What are you writing, by the way? Can we know what you're trying to write?
Hi, my name is Chris.
Oh.
You're writing a whole sentence?
What's funny is that your dominant hand, the one you write with, is that you're struggling with as well.
And you're like, you started too far right. You're going to start writing on your bed.
You look like this is your first time writing. You look like you're writing a suicide note.
I've seen him do that before. Coming to this
But it's
room
all a
late.
cry for help.
His left is awful. That's really bad.
Oh, fuck the R.
The fact that your hand you actually write with is that bad is terrifying.
Because I'm focusing on the fucking left hand. I wrote, "Hi, my name is Chris."
And then you also wrote hi.
Okay.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I'll try.
Let's see.
Give him to film it. I got enough to do over here.
Okay. This is gonna be bad. What did you do? You looked at? What did you put? Hi, my name is Chris.
Yeah.
I got a feeling I could do this pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You don't know how to hold a pen in your right hand.
There you go, buddy.
Why are you holding it like that?
What are you doing?
Oh no!
You look like you're writing a ransom note. Like you don't want to touch your fingerprints to it. You don't want anyone to know who it is.
You look like his tennis coach writing.
You look like old Butchie No Hands. Are your eyes closed?
No, I'm focusing.
You have your eyes
That's not
closed.
bad. Okay. The name part fucked it up.
All right, let me give this thing a shot, huh?
Oh.
Give me that.
What's wrong with my right?
All of it? Wow. It just look like a toddler. This is going to be horrible. All right, what are we doing here?
Big Man Mike is now writing. Hi, my name is Big Man Mike.
Sasquatch.
He's writing it now.
It's harder when the pens are in your hand, aren't they?
Yeah, look at that, huh?
Hey, my left-handed H wasn't bad.
He's writing, hi, my name is, he's going from, he went from one line to another line in the thing. The lines are nowhere near Mike needs to go.
That's not bad.
He went from one.
Mine's for sure the worst because name doesn't. I don't know.
Your name is mine's the worst. That you could. It might is though in the thing.
No,
it's not
but
bad.
mine. Hi, my name is the worst.
Let me see.
Oh, and I forgot is. Hi, my name Alex.
Hi, my name Alex.
Hi, I'm immigrant. Wow.
Let's see yours.
Your left hand looks like every toddler's first time writing. That's pretty good.
Let me see yours.
All right, from this angle, the real one's actually not that bad. It's so weird that I also went uppercase on a lot of them, but which I don't normally
How the
do.
fuck can you do Latin and Greek?
How do you do Latin and Greek in general?
Who was this?
You actually got better in the middle. Your high is. That's not even a high. That's
Yeah,
like.
it is.
No,
That's a high.
Look at his high.
It's James Garfield.
But there's no hi there. There's no. It just says my name is.
you really want to dictate
My name
mine?
is Mick. There's no.
I think it says it my name. Look, that looks like IT. Whatever.
Let me see these things. All right, we
James
keep doing
Garfield.
presidencies. Hold on, let's teddy bears. Okay.
Let's take a picture of that. We'll vote. We'll put it up on the Instagram. You can vote on which one you think is the best.
I forgot my is.
You also left your brain back again.
James Monroe once chased his Secretary of State from the White House with a pair of fire tongs. This guy was getting after it with fire tongs. Come on.
That's when you could do crazy shit.
Oh, this
is
is
that
a
what they
good
called
one.
herpes back in the day? I got that fire tongue.
I have this one. This guy, Andrew Jackson, was a badass. Andrew Jackson was reportedly involved in over 100 duels, most to defend the honor of his wife. Big whore, I heard. He had a bullet in his chest from an 1806 duel and another bullet in his arm from a barroom fight. Barroom.
A batroom fight.
A barroom fight in 1813 with Missouri Senator Thomas Hart Benton. Just senators and presidents going after each other.
The guy's got bullets laying around his body. I'm going to tell you something. Every president prior to Clinton had to have stunk. There's no way these guys are bathing. Even the president. You got bullets in your body. You're gangrene and just oozing shit everywhere. You all fucking wooden
No,
teeth,
Nixon
motherfucker.
didn't smell. There was baths back
Absolutely
then.
not. But he was wearing a polyester suit all the time.
Who's Buddy Boy who was born in the hospital?
Jimmy Carter?
He was probably didn't smell.
No, he probably smells good now, an old man.
Is he alive?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, at 325 pounds, William Taft, who was dubbed Big Bill, was the largest president in American history and often got stuck in the White House bathtub.
I love Big Bill.
You know him?
This guy's the best.
Oh, God. His advisors had to pull him out sometimes. Imagine going, hey, I need you in here, Mr. President. Do we need urgent matter? Yeah, you gotta get me out of the tub, bro.
When was that? When
He
was
was
big?
$3.25. I like this guy.
When-
He was born in 1857 to 1930.
That's a
80, almost
1857.
80 years.
80 years.
He lived to almost be 80 years.
Oh.
This is how old he was.
325 at that time in life. That's a fat fuck.
That's a big boy.
He would have been on fucking TLC for sure.
Yeah.
Harding, this guy. Is this how Harding was obsessed with poker and once bet an entire set of priceless White House china and lost?
Who took that out of there?
Who's that guy?
Who's leaving the
Horace
president's
Harding.
home?
He's a cool guy.
That guy. That's a win-win for him because he doesn't own that shit.
yeah, the
But
next president gets fucked.
Yeah.
Take my china. What are we at there, big man?
We're ready, pal.
Yeah.
Well, I think we learned a lot about the presidents today. First of all, I learned a lot of who they were.
How about this
Like
retard?
their names.
Hold on. How about this retard as president? Thomas Jefferson was
The
convinced that
language.
if he soaked his feet in a bucket of cold water every day, he would never get cold. We elected this guy as president.
Isn't that the guy who invented the light bulb?
Thomas Edison?
Who'd you say? Who the fuck did you
Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson.
say? Oh, he got struck by lightning.
Edison?
No.
No, that's Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
Oh, who the fuck's Jefferson?
He was the president.
That's it.
He's the one that was. he was the one that would, who owned slaves, banged them, and then there's like a lineage of like
Yeah.
black Americans that are related to Thomas Jefferson.
Buddy, I'm sorry to say, you can't be the
Oh.
president, not because you're Canadian, but no
'Cause you're
president.
stupid.
Yeah, that too.
Sorry.
No
Wow.
president has ever been an only child.
Really?
Wow.
No
I got a
one-
lot working against me for 2024. Is that when they run again?
2020.
Wow, I thought I was going to skip a year anyways.
Is that it? We only got
How about
one.
this guy? Calvin Coolidge liked to have his head rubbed with petroleum jelly while eating breakfast in bed.
Yeah, Olivia
Yo,
told me that one. too.
Oil, greasing your skull down while you're eating?
You've never tried it. Don't bash it till
You've
you try
never had
it.
your head greased down in bed?
You don't know my fucking past life.
I don't want to know your past life.
Lincoln was the tallest president at 6'4".
6'4".
That's pretty tall.
It's pretty big.
He's a big boy.
But he was skinny though. That meant he
Yes,
looked
yeah.
even taller.
Boy, I heard, dude, he had a crossover you couldn't imagine.
There was one president, I don't know who, the first president to talk on the phone. He talked to Alexander Graham Bell, and he told Graham Bell, he goes, "You got to talk slower." I forget who it was.
I can't hear you. Well, let's wrap this puppy up, man. What we got that show on the 13th at the new New York Comedy Club. Come see that.
Promo code?
It's happening.
Buddies.
I thought it was sweet.
No, buddies.
You sure?
Positive. I just talked to him today.
All right. Well, I think we got an email that said it was sweet.
Buddies.
All right. It's buddies.
Say one or the other. Fuck, you'll hit something.
Yeah.
It's probably buddies, though.
At NewYorkComedyClub.com, and we're at the East Village location on September 13th. It's coming up. It's today. If you're listening to this today,
yeah, it's today.
tonight.
Come down.
It's
hang
tonight.
out with us.
So hang out. Check it out. Also,
What's the address? What's the second and...
It's between
second and third on 4th.
and third. Yeah, more towards 2nd Avenue
Yeah, on 4th Street
on 4th Street.
in the East Village. It's going to be a good time.
Awesome place.
Got a killer lineup. We got Paul, the comedy guru, icon, sweet baby Paul Verzi
Paul
Sweet.
Verzi.
of the podcast, The Verzi Effect.
the Verzi Effect podcast.
He opens for Bill Burr all the time. So
Opens
if you ever
for
listen to Bill Burr,
Burr.
you hear Verzi all the time.
Dude, as he's known as Dude, I called it Verzi.
We also got Courtney Farrington. We got Maddie Smith. Plus you boys. I'm flying in special for this. I
Plus,
can't
we
wait.
got Robbie Slowick on the bill too.
Yes.
doing it?
Robbie
Nice.
Slowick just added today on the
Yes.
bill.
Who's the
Beautiful.
checker?
What?
Who's the checks?
Probably me.
But come out. You can find the link at sweetbuddiespod.com as well. So go check that. And yeah, we're going on tour as well. That's also going to be up. I think it should be up by now. All the dates are up. We got Atlanta, Wilmington, Richmond, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Philly, Fairfield, Atlantic City,
Your butt.
my ass.
We're
it's gonna
doing a
be-
show in your ass?
Oh, buddy, there's always a show on my
Buddy,
ass.
It don't stop in there. Trust
But it's
me.
it's a thunderstorm more than anything. A lot of rumbling,
God,
a lot
Jesus
of tumbling.
Christ.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
Buddy.
But check out that links all on sweetbuddiespod.com. Come see us the 13th. Come see us on tour. Come watch. If you come toward the end of the tour, it's going to be interesting too because you can see who's left, who survived, which is what I'm most interested in. But come check us out, sweetbuddiespod.com. Love you all to death. Scopo, anybody?
No,
We're good.
I don't care.
I'm trying to find some more president's facts to go out on. All you got to know is JFK was a baller, and Ulysses S. Grant was no, not Grant. Who's the guy who's writing fucking French and Greek in his things?
I don't know, but if he was cheating on somebody, if he was cheating on his wife, and based on his that he liked women from like languages from another country, and his wife saw a foreign lady coming over to fuck him, what do you think that she would say?
Here comes that English broad.
There
Yeah.
it is, baby.
This has been another episode of the Sweet Buddies podcast. Thank you for listening. Visit www.sweetbuddiespod.com for all show information, past episodes, tour dates, and more. Follow the show on Twitter at Sweet Buddies and your hosts at Big Man Mike, at Mr. Alex Pavone, and at Chris Scopo. Have yourself a sweet day.